Good afternoon, everyone. Madam Scarlette here, giving you a little bit of an update and another segment of my show. So the update first is that the Scarlette and Jade show will commence soon. We have unfortunately suffered a setback with one of our crew members and sometimes cast, so you might know him as the comedy relief as Hans, has been in hospital for a little while now due to some serious event. We won't need to discuss it because that is for him to discuss if he wants to at a future date or if he allows us to, because it's his personal and private information. So for now, we are going to be in a little bit of a hiatus, but we're still working on things. So part 2 of how to be a better sub and dom and some wonderful playtime during that will be happening. So that will be happening soon. We just have to wait for our delightful Hans to come back so he can be happy, healthy, and capable of working with us again. Now, the segment, I'm going to be going all over the place and talking about a few things. So I know some might ask, why don't I dress like a dom? Now, the funny thing is that people have this stereotypical image in their head of a dom dressed up in latex or leather or PVC or whatever, the cat suit, the archetypal image of the cat suit, the stern face, the hat, whatever they want to do in the whip, constantly in hand. And while that is an image I have come to do often in certain cases, one of my favorite outfits, I shouldn't say costumes because it's not really a costume to me. One of my favorite outfits is old-fashioned schoolmarm with the long skirt and the high neck blouse and the riding crop and heels. But that's only one of many things I like to dress up in because it makes me feel wonderful. But at the same time, my outfit doesn't make me a dominant. I am a dominant. Nothing I wear makes me a dominant. I'm dominant by nature and I'm good at it. So the clothing only enhances what I already have inside me. The thing is that I don't see it as a role. I'm not playing a part in a movie or a show or anything like that. I am this person that you see. I am Madam Scarlette. That is just the name that I use when I'm in the community. However, I am that person. There is no real delineation. I just have different aspects of me, as everybody else does, that show forth in different parts of your daily life, such as work. Home, I'm pretty much dominant, but at the same time, there's a little give and take. But with my submissives, my stable of subs, I am definitely dominant. Even in business, I'm dominant. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't switch, and I'm not a sub. So this, my clothing, doesn't make me a dominant individual. I just am. Now, with what I'm doing, I wanted to help normalize our lifestyle. And in doing so, show that we as Kingsters are everywhere. We are anyone. We could be your surgeon, your barista, working in labs, cutting your lawn. And I'm trying to show that we're all over, but not always obvious for various reasons. And some obviously is very much privacy and discretion, which is understandable and absolutely necessary in this lifestyle because not everybody accepts it. And yeah, that's their problem, not mine. Now I'm trying to show that lifestyle isn't the negative taboo thing that many want to make it out to be, and that people in the lifestyle shouldn't feel awkward or wrong for enjoying this. I don't judge others for their options and their choices, and I'd like to be left alone and not judged for being me. I don't hurt anyone without their consent. And I'm not ashamed of who I am, and speaking out as well as educating the masses about the lifestyle in an approachable manner. I don't wear a mask for the same reason. I could cover my face and hair so that people don't know who I am. But if I'm trying to show people that it's not wrong, I'm going to put myself out there and take the hits in order to drive it home, that we're not bad or wrong and shouldn't be seen as such. Okay, so on to the main topic. I wanted to quickly touch on something that will segue into our regularly scheduled show that was, important. And it's a snippet taken from something I posted recently that I felt bore repeating in this medium. When people approach you in the lifestyle to connect with you, it can often be daunting, or in some cases ridiculous. Some have misconceptions about how to do things due to books, movies, shows, etc. And I won't deny that having access to any kind of information is at least good. And it's a good way to know that it's out there and it can be accessed. So some people might not have an idea of what they're dealing with when they have feelings or desires or thoughts about something that they're not quite sure about. And if they talk to other people, they might look at them like, what are you talking about? Or those are things you shouldn't be doing. Well, no, that's wrong. That's their perception. And that may be brought on by their mores or other people that they have talked to in the past that have made them feel that they're wrong for having thoughts or ideas, or they may have never conceived of these notions. Now, there are definitely some good things to learn from out there and some good access to information and stuff that you can learn from, obviously. And then there obviously are things that are dubious at best. So this lifestyle is not about fast food fantasy. I'm seeing too many people, especially subs who are curious and want to explore, having demands put on them by people emerging from the BS shades culture. You'll know what I'm talking about without having to call it out, that have zero clue of how it really works. As a dominant, I've had the same thing with subs who try to DM me without asking and demanding that I talk to them and freak out when I refuse to answer or tell them that I'm going to have a communication with them first and put them through a vetting process. That has ended badly on some occasions where they have been crude, crass, rude, or blocked me outright because I didn't submit to their demands, which is not how it works. So I got some volatile and angry people say ridiculous things, display traits of not listening to even a little bit of how the dynamic of the lifestyle works. As a sub, this is for you people out there, the submissives that have submissive traits that want to explore that side. You do not owe fealty to someone who is not your dom. If someone demands money off you, like that you're a coin slot operated, run. If you are not vetted, talked to like a human, asked what you're looking for, and given time to see if there's chemistry and a good reason to submit or work together in a potential relationship, I'll start handing out some damn flags. If you aren't asked if you have health issues, concerns, limitations, previous experience, etc., you are not being listened to. When a dominant only speaks of sex and nothing else, they are looking for something specific. And if that's not your groove, you can and should tell them, no thanks. You deserve better treatment. You deserve respect and have the right to be listened to. You're not a piece of meat only for their pleasure. It is, believe it or not, a symbiotic relationship. Both parties are involved and in this and are meant to enjoy it. Yes, everyone's dynamic is different. We all know that and respect that, hopefully. However, this does not mean during the vetting process that you have zero rights. That is incorrect and needs to be addressed right away. My subs, yes, multiple, are talked to like human beings. We have real conversations. We talk about life. We talk about other things. We talk about work. And then, of course, we get down to business. However, they are human beings first and foremost, and they are people that are submitting to you and allowing you to take their control from them. Remember that aspect. They are giving you their permission. So I tell them, they do as I tell them, they react accordingly because I've earned their trust and loyalty, and they're all protected by me. And at the same time, each one of them approached me politely, but I did not tell them to call me anything until we had talked. And they asked me, what do I call you? Or that we'd come to an agreement. I don't say, oh, you miscall me Madam Scarlette right away, and you miscall me Mistress, and do this, and get on your knees right now. No, that's absolutely the wrong way to do things. And some people have this mistaken concept that that's exactly how it works, and that is incorrect. You are entering into an agreement, and that agreement needs to be appreciated and respected by both sides. And if you need to, and a lot of people do, draw up a contract so that you understand that there are different things that are involved in that contract and that agreement. Of course, it's not binding by law, but it gives both sides their information, their ability to navigate around the relationship. And of course, things can completely evolve at different ways during the relationship. So, I mean, sometimes you end up in a relationship, and I mean, there are different types of relationships, but some will end up as a couple or a multiple, a polygamous relationship. I do have couples who actually ask me if they can take part in my my expertise, and I absolutely enjoy that because every type of person that I come up against, couples, singles, whatever, I have play pets, littles, sissies, cross-dressers. I deal with a number of wonderful and amazing individuals. And from each one of them, I've learned a heck of a lot. It's been an absolutely amazing life so far, and it's still continuing. And I get requests every single day. I love it because people are enjoying the lifestyle a bit more and they're understanding more about it. It's upsetting to see so many people acting awful to each other. I've seen this in groups and in different places in the community, and that's not the way things should be running. This is supposed to be a community that should be far more open and considerate and conscious of the needs and wants of others. If you're here thinking that shades is a thing, sit your ass down and take in conversations or ask people who've been in the community for a long time to share. Most of us are happy to give you a little idea of what the community is and what the lifestyle is really like. And this is why I'm doing things like these segments, and as well that we have the Scarlette and Jade show, so that we can help educate and help bring people more information about the community and tell them that it's not a terrible, taboo place to be. That there are some absolutely incredible people in this community that will never out themselves, that will never show you who they really are, because, well, it's none of anybody else's business unless these people give them the permission to know that. So that's it for today. Again, if you like what you see, hit like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions or ideas for shows you want, just contact me, write a message, and let me know what you need. Thanks for tuning in. Give me some positives for our dear Hans so that he recovers fully and he can come back and frustrate and annoy me further in our future shows. And don't forget, keep tuning in for Scarlette and Jade. We will have shows soon. And I will continue on doing more of these segments more frequently so that, of course, you can see my lovely face and learn a lot more from me. Thank you so much again. Take care. Have a good day.
I am your church, these are your sins, your sins. Don't you wish you could take them back?